shit. Doesn't care about a damn thing in there. Alright.
The door was locked. The door was locked. Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me.
Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car.
Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer. I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy.
Oh, okay.
Guido was still looking pretty menacing. Guido was still...
Alright, I can't go that way. Alright. Go back. Feel bad for this dude. You gotta take a piss. Got a drainy old lizard.
The door was locked. The door was...
Oh, shit. Can't go anywhere.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
I like how he's like in love, even though they really haven't even spent time getting to know each other at all. Oh boy. I had a feeling he's gonna kidnap her or whatever. I guess that's why this door's locked. He must have taken her in there, right?
I didn't want to wake him, to be frank.
Hey, buddy.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paul, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man. An old lady, too?
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like?
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know?
No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Syria. We are veterans, like. So action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Would you like a red...
No thanks, but...
See you later.
Don't do it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
What?
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
You really doing this?
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Yeah, let the drunk guy hold us. It's a sausage fest. This isn't good. Wasn't sure what to do, as I don't have any weapons or anything. No. Go into our car first.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone.
Do you want to open that window?
Why not?
It's free.
Hey, buddy. Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paul, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, wait, man, an old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
You
No,
what's the you want to have...
that's a...
Alright, we don't need to listen to this again.
Listen, was up... There's a...
Rep, we are... Wait.
Alright, let's go.
See you later.
Do you want to it?
I don't... I'm going to...
Yuck.
Just...
Come on. Let's go.
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Wasting time. Let's go. So I'm gonna save it right before we jump into the carriage car. Top of train.
Nico looked good.
The fuck? I don't understand what you're supposed to do. Might be here for a little bit, boys.
was no way I could open it. There was no way.
I don't... Fucking move. Jesus. This better not be as dumb as the stupid billy goat crap. I don't know how to move. Click the cogwheel, it doesn't do anything.
Let's talk this over. I can explain
Alright. Well, you don't talk to him. Goat and a cat statue. I even clicked to go back out and he wouldn't do that either. It's like he's stuck in motion, like won't do anything. I don't know.
Let's talk this.
No, talk to him. God damn it. Just clicking around to see if I can move. I want to talk to the guy. Putts. This is already getting to be annoying.
The rear exit was barred. The head of the axe glinted. There was no...
I have no clue what the hell you're supposed to do. What is the point of the cogwheel if you click it and you just die? I don't understand. He won't move. I'm already getting extremely agitated. Like this should just be a cutscene. This should not be a stupid puzzle that doesn't let you click anywhere.
There was no way I could open.
someone look up and tell me what you're supposed to do here, because I'm about to like throw my fucking mouse through the screen right now. I don't have patience for this dumb shit. It's fucking stupid.
There was no way I could. There was no. The rear exit was. The rear exit. I knew. Nico looked. The head of the. I figured, but I couldn't leave. I figured, but I. I knew. Nico looked good. Nico looked good. There was no.
Can't you do anything to help me?
You just see me spam click everywhere on that screen. Like... Like, what are you supposed to do?
The assassin.
Can't you do any...
First chance you get, press the use button to hit the gangster on the ground. You can't click on the guy. All he wants to do is talk to him. I get... Can I pause this? No. You get two gear icons. The door, which he doesn't want to run to because he doesn't want to leave Nico, and the axe, which just does nothing when you click it. I don't... They're the only prompts you get. It's just like the goat shit all over again. I just... They're not even puzzles, it's just stupid freaking... It's like a pixel hunt to click the right spot, the right moment. It's just really bad. See, look, that's all he wants to do is talk to him.
The extinguisher might have been useful to distract Eklund, but I couldn't reach it. There was no way I could open it.
Someone watch a video, please, and tell me, or link me a video. I can't take this.
I knew killing came easily to Eklund. I knew...
Can't you...
Oh my god, dude. There are two puzzles in this game that are absolutely horrendous. The goat and this. And they're not even puzzle. Well, the goat kind of was, but this isn't even a puzzle. Cogwheel on the door there. I click the axe, he's gonna die. Behind George is an emergency brake. I don't see one. See, I can't pause it, that's the problem.
I'd always wanted to stop the train.
Oh, this fucking
Now
thing?
was my chance.
You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobbart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
Thank you for
The
pointing
Knights
that out.
Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together. And Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
Well, now that he's done talking. Dude, until you said that this was an emergency brake thing, I fucking went all over here and did not see a cogwheel pop up over here until I was like, oh, that's a thing, and then went over, oh, and then it pops up a cogwheel. I could have sworn I fucking panned all over this fucking train and that didn't come up. I also thought it was just a picture or something. Doesn't really look like a pull rope. It does now since I pulled it, but originally it didn't. I thought it was like some kind of labeling or something on the wall. Anyway.
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village, Stobbart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. Also, I have a sister who keeps a garage just around the corner.
More red nose?
Maybe not.
May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Even he dies better than Channing Tatum. Just thought I'd point that out. Can we get Nico out of her thing, please?
Nico looked good, even in ropes.
Don't even think about it, George.
What? Who?
Look me straight in the eye and tell me you weren't thinking of using that axe on Eklund.
Don't be foolish, woman. I was gonna use it on you.
Don't even...
What? Who?
Look.
Don't be... I was gonna use it on... The rear exit was barred and padlocked. I couldn't think of a single way the extinguisher would be of use in the absence of a fire. Underneath that heap of tumbled crates was Eklund. I wasn't about to help him out. Underneath that... Nico looked good.
Are we not going to cut her loose?
Nico looked good.
I know she'll
The
escape.
rear exit was barred and padlocked.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
Answer me this instant, George Stobbart.
I will, when I'm ready.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do. And
This has
kissing
got to
you
be the
was
worst
at the top of my list.
dialogue
George,
for any type of
George,
romance
we've got to
scene.
get off the train. Eklund could recover at any
It's
time.
pretty bad.
So what are we waiting for?
Get out of here. How are we? Cemetery? Great.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Karen
Yeah.
gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a
Why
box
are
of
they all of a
matches
sudden
somewhere.
making
It
George
doesn't work that
look
way.
like an idiot? I
It
don't
takes
understand.
a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
A large arch led into the tower. A large...
Guess we're going in. Hmm. Oh, it's like
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Okay.
Examining the demon more closely, I realized something about its face. It was a clever illusion. No matter where I stood, the eyes weren't looking at me. There was a simple reason. The demon didn't have any eyes.
Dun dun dun.
Nico?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Committing this inscription to memory.
Can you read it?
No.
What's the point of studying the inscription if you can't read it?
Because it could be important. A clue to whatever we're looking for, who knows? I might find someone in Stalin to translate it.
We don't have time to go looking for a linguist.
No? At least I am doing something positive.
What language is that inscription written in?
You're the languages student, you tell me.
It looks like ancient Norse. Maybe.
Perhaps it's in code.
I don't think so.
Norse code.
Nico, I found an old clay pipe.
George, I don't care.
No. The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing. With the clay pipe in his mouth, he looked happy, homely, like somebody's granddaddy.
What do you think you're doing, Josh?
I wondered if there was a secret mechanism in the demon's
Sticking
mouth.
my pipe in the
Maybe
thing's
we should
mouth.
show a little more respect.
For a mythical medieval demon? Give me a break.
Okay, go right ahead. Meddle with forces you don't understand. Incur the demon's wrath and burn in hell. Just see if I care.
Does anybody else like have a problem with the dialogue right now between these two characters? Is this just me? Like all of a sudden they're just being very critical and sarcastic of one another for no abrupt apparent reason.
The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing. I ran my fingers across the cold stone and probed the holes in the demon's eyes.
I'm sure you did probe
Beneath
it.
them, the mouth formed another hole. But I wasn't about to put my finger in there.
Why not?
I tried pushing the panel, but wasn't surprised when it failed to move. The pipe helped a lot. He looked almost human, but I felt there was something lacking.
How many other items, bro? Oh, I don't know what to tell you. Anything else over here?
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which
Oh,
was
you can
green
still
with
do it?
age.
Alright.
It was an old coin.
sure it wasn't green and aged? In his eye? Oh. Hey, Nico.
Uh-huh.
Look at this coin I found.
Look! I found an old coin! You think it's worth anything?
Josh, focus on the situation at hand, please.
It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
How much more shit's in here?
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top.
Are they just
I didn't
trolling me
find
at this
anything.
point?
I didn't find anything. It was a black plastic pen top.
Yeah, I get that.
The cog was one of those objects I wished I hadn't carried in my pocket.
Nothing. Sticking in the gargoyle.
The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket.
It's getting weirder and weirder as it goes.
I pushed the pen top into the mouth, and it disappeared somewhere inside the statue. It had probably gone straight to biro hell. The cog turned freely, but nothing happened. The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing. Nico?
Uh-huh.
Can you do something so I'm just staring at the freaking door? Fuck. Figure out a way of opening it?
The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing.
What am I missing?
The cog turned freely.
Yeah, which, like, other, my thing with these games, like, when I'm hovering over, am I just hovering over a specific, like, the eye? Am I hovering over the pipe? Am I just hovering over everything in general? Which it kind of told you what you're hovering over, like most games do. She ain't doing shit. Got a fucking door again? I don't...
I tried pushing the panel, but wasn't surprised when it failed to move. The wheel had a serrated edge which meshed with the turning cog. Marks on the spindle behind the wheel suggested it once had a rope attached to it. Above the carved cross was an indecipherable inscription. For all I knew, it could have been scribed in Gaelic. I didn't find anything.
So I don't get it. So what the hell did all this do? Nothing? Just except make the statue look stupid?
The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing. The cog turned freely, but nothing happened.
Am I missing something? I don't... I mean, I'm assuming he needs another cogwheel on the other eye, right? Just... like, kind of throw logic out the window with some of the puzzles in this game, but that's what I'm envisioning anyway. So, is there anything else out here that we missed?
A large... I figured Scotland had had enough trouble with Burke and Hare without me trying my hand at grave robbing. I figured Scotland without me trying... No way were we leaving until the... I figured Scotland had had enough without...
Apparently there's nothing out here. Alright, there's gotta be...
A large...
There's gotta be something else in here to click on that I'm just not seeing. Kind of like the train, I guess. But... I just... get a cogwheel on this. Get a cogwheel on that. And the door, which we already tried. There's the magnifying glass. And like, that's it. And she just tells you to go fuck off.
Above the carved... For all I know. I tried pushing the panel, but wasn't surprised when it failed to move. The wheel turned... There was no The wheel had a serrated edge which meshed with the turning cog. Marks on the spindle behind the wheel suggested it once had a rope attached to it.
Yeah, so that's got to get on here, but how do we get it off? I can't do anything. Fucking rubber nose on it.
It was a bright red.
The cog turned.
My lord, dude. Why?
I didn't find anything. The wheel turned. There was no. The wheel had marked. There was no. The handle. Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
Dude, how many times did I click on that?
The wheel turned reluctant. There was no.
Stop.
The cog. The wheel turned reluctantly with a. There was no. There was no way of reconnecting the. The wheel had a serrated edge which meshed with the turning cog. Marks on the spindle behind the wheel. The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing. With the clay pipe,
What do you think you're...
I wondered if
Maybe you...
for a minute.
Okay. Incur the demon's wrath and...
Alright, shut up.
Just
I don't
the-
need to hear the same dialogue again. I'm already annoyed. Shut up. Why does he take the one out? I'll put the other one in.
With the clay pipe,
What?
I wondered
Maybe...
for a myth.
Okay. Incur the... Just see if I...
Dude. What the fuck?
There was no way of reconnecting the handle to the cog except by welding it. Now that the handle was gone, It was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
This is why games need prompts when you're playing a point-and-click fucking game. Because the cogwheel, you don't know what it's clicking on or what it's hovering over. I had no idea there was another cogwheel sitting there. It never showed up at all. And I must have clicked here 20 fucking times.
With a rasp of metal...
Shut up.
I pushed the handle into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
Yeah, real cute with the eyes. Fuck you, George.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet? It was definitely gunpowder, but it had solidified over the centuries it had lain here undisturbed. It was
Go on forever. So I fucking feel like they this
No,
game.
George!
What?
Leave that torch right where it is, in case you haven't noticed the crypt is full of gunpowder.
So what? Don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust.
No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you?
Don't be silly, George, and keep your voice down. I thought I heard something, like chanting.
Alright. Train obviously really agitated me. I, for one, do not like the dialogue between these two characters right now. When they were sitting in the train before the gun incident, they're talking about, oh, how they had emotions for one another. Now all they've been doing is just... like, both of them are irritated with each other for no reason. It's just... the dialogue just does not fit. Like, it's snappy. It's just, I don't know. I don't like the dialogue between the two characters. You work, like, as you're playing, you're working this whole time up to this because you know George is interested in the girl. They tease it throughout the game and then they give you this. Like, to me, it's not good dialogue. It sucks. Like, I don't like how they're doing that with the characters. Personally, but...
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right.
That's what I was gonna say.
What do you suppose
yeah.
they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for? Shh!
All this dialogue is cringy as fuck. And it's come out of nowhere. Like, they, yeah, the remake, I hope they change a lot of this. It's bad.
Will you look at that?
A sex ritual? And he's all into the orgy? Let's go! Like,
even to the Templars.
This whole place?
it's not funny. It's just...
Finally,
fucking
the
cringy as
truth.
shit.
The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why is it double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch if you wish to live much longer.
This is why they should have taken the asshole's gun when the crate fell on.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered
Which is what I was trying to do, but
witness the reforging of the sword that
What
was
the option?
broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet. Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. Seven centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies, and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
Get Temple of Doom vibes.
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined,
That part was
resourceful
pretty bad.
men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
No.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eglund, kill him.
come from?
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
What the fuck is going on?
Kill them. They will not escape.
Well,
if it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be
he's never seen the entire game.
The pair of you.
Josh, what are we going to do?
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Just stand there and watch them throw a fire torch, a bag full of C4.
You know, you'll never be able to write your story now.
I don't care. I've got what I want.
Huh?
Just tell me one thing, George. Is our life together always going to be this crazy?